challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
You gotta do this. Come on.
Hope you're not a sore loser.
Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. All right. Tons of drive and health to work with. Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. Box him with a target combo. Strings it all together. Player 2 may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap into. Projectile to try and change the situation. Picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Time for a drink. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Dashes. Can't tech the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. Player 2 creates a good, nails the overdrive arrow kick. Knockdown and medium kick hits. A quick breather. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Experiencing burnout. In there! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Time for a drink. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Hits them with a stopping block. Player 2 is in effect, drops them from the air. Burns the cage to turn up the heat. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Dragon lash. Wall splash into the cardboard. Player 1 is putting the cherry on top. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Player 1 can't win this without pulling the trigger. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Knocked him out of the air. Side switch. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They got it. Slips in the drive impact. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Connects with medium kick. Zones with the fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. All right. Combo with the target combo. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Burn out his trigger. KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Pressuring the situation with the charge in. Opt for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Medium kick hits. A quick breather. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Hits them with a stopping block. Player 2 looking to impress with this super. Triple Jinrai hits. Good damage off him. Now, can they finish the job? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Blocks it. Jinrai just goes for it at this range. Come on. It's time. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. They're thinking of scoring big off this case. Good heads-up play going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Blocks the jump in. Opts for the throw. Starts with the jump in. Puts one in the pocket. Starts off zoning with fireball. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. The super hold your breath. Player one is just about out of drive after that. Takes the chance to hurt him. Does a good job of pushing back. Takes a trip. Life lead opens up. Saw them sweating against the wall and gets in the throw. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Brushes off the impact. You can block impacts, but you're going to lose some drive gauge when you do. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. All right, what's coming up next? Hits them with a stop and drop. Drumming up a beatdown. Going in? Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Out of range. Relatively safe. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Player two will look to apply pressure here. No question whether this super art is going to kill or not. There it is! They knew it'd be enough. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes for the fireball. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Strings it all together. Knockdown. Impact's a no-go. Forcefully closes the gap. The drink level's up to 4. All options are on the table. Dashes up, strikes back with the overdrive arrow. Scrapping it out up close. Player one, get in there! Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Connects with medium kick. Big, low, reaching heavy. Nails the overdrive arrow kick. Nails the anti-air. Hits him with a stop and pop. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Goes for the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Looking for a chance. Going in? They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. Pokes with a medium kick. Both fighters planning something? Solid anti-air! Gotta do better than that! Sticks out a kick. Either fighter can get on for the critical art!
This is our destiny.
A clean KO! That's meter away.
Let's go.
What a finish! Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that comeback. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Lots of aggression from both sides. The low is denied. deftly shuts out the jump. Hold your breath. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Big counter. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Makes a huge statement with that finish. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Immediate jumping. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player one kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. The jump in catches them. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Ooh, brushes that off and keeps going. Player one needs to use the front of the pitch. It's a good spot to use the super. Hits it all the full meter. You know what that means? It's time for the weekend. Knockout and player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. We have a super art on the just goes for it at this range. Drive rush to keep it going. Hits him with his free flow. Player one, solid anti-air. Player punish counter on reaction. Closes it out. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Let's dance.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Beginning operation.
Hope you're not a sore loser.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Misfire with the drive impact. Whiffing a drive impact opens a huge window to get punished. Snares him. Player two chases him down. Will this super art connect? Oops, they were anticipating that super art. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Knockdown. Life lead opens up. Ah, burnout activates. Combo whips it, adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Love tap to close it. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. They both showed their hands a little good, so they must be thinking of a counter. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? A quick breather. Anti-air drops. Spiral hits. Experiencing burnout. How will they utilize this? Player two needs to use the threat of the front overdrive cannon spike. Still scrapping for control of the space. Hits him with a stop and drop. Burnout activates. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Getting in all of a drive run. Yo, critical arc out. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. This is close at all. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Looking to follow up after that target combo. Player 1 is gonna bring it right up with a super.
Come on. It's time
Get
to
to
trade.
the Saiho! You better not play because this boy's quicker than a freaking hiccup. Player 1 needs to wait this out. That combo did decent damage. Burns out. Nothing stops this train.
Yet.
Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Here comes the corner pressure. What now? The swagger step sends the ball. Yo, raw super hit. Spends it on the level 1 super. Looking for a hold. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? Turns out, are you kidding me? Player 1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Checks with a medium. Sets up with the jump in. Hits him with a stop and bop. Bops him with a target combo. Throws him to negate the block. All right. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Player 1 goes for the super art. That's the burnout activate comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance.
Round 2.
Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Impacts a no-go. Forcefully closes the gap. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. That combo did decent damage. Checks with a medium kick. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Charges forward. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Shows a medium kick. The swagger step. They're going for the super art. Player 2 all in with a rush. A real test of nerves here. What now? Player 2, what a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Had the radar up and running. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 2 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Well-timed corner switch. Opt for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Gets them. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Nails the MTM. Charges forward. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Throws them to negate the block. Jumps. Going on the offensive. Connects with medium kick. Going in. Denies the jump in. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Medium uses the gauge for a super arc.
Come on. It's time to
Spends
train.
it all on the super! Not shy one bit about it! The super connects! The guy's lead is there, but still, yo! Critical line out! Flatline zone! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Come on. It's time to train. Terrible. Too slow.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
The top player is here.
An honor, to be sure. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
Away the
Well-timed command throw there.
now observe. Here.
Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. No good up high. What's the play here? I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Starting to sweat a bit. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Was looking for that jump attack. Swagger step. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Burnout activates. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum.
Round 2. Fight.
A trade, but they're not worried. Jumps in. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their grounding. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Hits them with a stopping block. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Anti-air in the clutch. What'll happen here? Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Off for the critical arc.
This is our destiny.
Lands the Getsuga Saiho.
Secret arc.
Going for that juicy damage. What's next? Player 1 is in a very wraps it up with a throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Break him. Medium kick into. Anti-air in the clutch. Shoots their shot. Digs in deep to get that drive impact. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Player 2 stone cold and break. You can't block those. Player 2. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Shoots him and takes a swing. Solid anti-air. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Amazing. Oh, snipe. The jump in is enough. All in with a rush. A daring impact to wrap up the round. Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. backs away. Not about that BFF life right now. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to back gas out of danger. Shows the overhead. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The pressure continues as they can't escape the corner. They need to find a way out. Taking stock. Uses the drive rush, brings out the super art. How is it gonna work out for them? All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the experiencing burnout. 3 volt? Plenty of space between the fighters. Gets them. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Counters with the knee jab. Nice lead. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Player 2 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Amnesia! Scrapping it out up close. Swagger step. Player 1 needs to use meets them air to air. Jumps in. There's a change of, oh, what's this? Digs in deep to get that drive in. Experiencing burnout. Even the slightest hit may end the round. Closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Fight with all your heart!
Hope you're not a sore loser.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Hits with the overhead. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
A brave forward jump there to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Hits them with a stopping block. Were they baiting them into that? Punishes there with the drive impact. Really laying on the pressure. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Does a good job escaping the corner. Digs in deep to get that drive impact. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Swagger step. Full SA meters on deck. They're going for the super art.
Come on. It's time
Uses
to
the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Took him to the corner and connects with the throw. What'll happen here? Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? This is a critical moment. Jump! Wall splat, what a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
Who will come out on top in this final round? Overhead attack! Carries them all the way to the corner in one go. Okay, here we go. Punish counter on reaction. Links it. Getting up close and personal. What now? Flatlines them. Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Goes for the jump in. Going on the offensive? Can't tech the throw? Player two chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Taking stock. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Jumps. Down to the wire. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Player one has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough in there. Player two on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight!
Medium kick hits. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Player two, there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Their worst fear in the corner taking form. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully.
Come on. It's time
Lands
to
the
train.
Getsuga Saiho. Going for that juicy damage. Player one has the deck stack to get burnout activates. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Off for the critical art. The goddess of the hunt has arrived. Say goodbye to that life gauge. Knockdown and are we gonna see a comeback here? Flies in with a fist to keep the. There's a burnout. This is critical. There's some. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
Open, crowns him from above. Boots him and takes a swing. Checks with a medium kick. Opts for the free flow kicks to get forward rush. Closes the distance. Oh man, this is a scary range. Anticipated that throw. Player one, nothing stops this train. Player one has got perfect execution with the anti-air. Ooh, what a smart throw. Okay, here we super art to show off what a PhD and fighters can do for you. They're hurt, big time. Back into the corner, turns out. Ugh, take a seat. Grabs them. Player one can't use any drive moves. Chop opens them right up. Player two clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Round one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Goes with a safe thumb with that target punch. Breaks the block with a throw. Good work staying in throw range there. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Player two is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Hold your breath. Punishes that ill-timed Getsu. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight!
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Swagger step. Player 2 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. They were expecting that drive impact. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Max SA experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Medium kick connects with the throw. Going in. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. The drive impact doesn't work. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that. Brush that off. Oh, taps him on the dome. Burns out. But how did they read that throw? One chance here, maybe. What a read with that anti-air. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Open with a jump in? Who's going to steal this win? Getting tipsy with the devil inside. They push their way out of the corner. Does a good job escaping the corner. Player 1 needs to wait this out. There's a burnout. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Devotes all that meter to the goddess of the hunt. They're about to get a big knockout kiss.
Now you know.
Oh! Player's impact squashed. What are they gonna? This is gonna hurt. Ooh, what a smart throw. Rushes in. Player 2, will it be the damage or the setup? All in with a rush. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Big drive gap now. No way they did that. The drive gauge is screaming for more attention. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it.
Let's go.
Are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw this fighter play out of their goddamn mind there. Player 2 is going to be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
지분은 꼴까 딱